Ah, what a pretty sight. Not. This is the cupboard at the top of the stairs. I'm in here on Saturday afternoon, giving this a good clean out. I think I should change those. Oh God, this must be prehistoric. That's lino. Remember, that's not even vinyl floor, it's proper lino. It's got its 60s, do you think? 70s at a push. Not sure what I think of the wallpaper, but anyway. And at some point, I shall get this cupboard all painted out top to bottom. But what I'm trying to do is get it all clean, and because it's a high cupboard, I thought, well, joint agreement, Christmas decorations should go up here. It seems the most logical place, because there's nothing worse than having to go up in the loft hatch to get them. You know what I mean? That's what most people do, isn't it? So yeah, I'm mopping out all the dust up here, and when I come to do the landing I shall paint all this, but watching my sisters enough and my other half, yeah, clean it first, get all the cobwebs off, and look at the state of that. Right, I'm going to let that dry. I've already wiped this one out as well. Plan is probably to put towels on that one, get circulation of air. I've got plenty of clean towels to put in there, so I can put those in there. I don't really want to use it as a sort of dumping ground, but things that you need upstairs that you don't use very often and don't want to clutter your bedrooms up with, in there, I think. Yeah. And while I'm here, I'd best clean across here. I'm just going to take a couple of goes, I think. These panes of glass above the doors, they were put in to allow light to come in across the landing, because of course there's no window up here as such other than what streams through these. But at some point I'm going to take these out, change them for clear glass, or might not, depends on the surface. No, I might be able to get away with this. Put some of that self-adhesive stained glass vinyl on it, which will bring plenty of light and colour into the landing, you know. Right, I'll give that another go, I think, because that's still mucky. That's better. I have to get a claw hammer and pull that out unless I can do it with my fingers. No, claw hammer, I think. I wish I had a cable running over that. What's the betting? It was telephone cable. He seemed to like that in every room in the house, me dad. I suppose it saved him racing anyway, yeah. Oh, and while I'm on the subject, because this is video 99, so that means video 100 is next, and I've decided for video 100 to do a summary of all the videos that I've done to date, sort of documenting what the house was like and how it changed, and all the funny bits in between, of which there's many. So look out for that one, video 100. Somewhere to put the towels at least. Get all the Christmas stuff up there. Just need to make a couple of doors, mate. Make a couple of double doors to go up there, I think. That would make sense. Or one single one, don't know. And a couple of doors on this half. And then I'll get all this painted then when I've done that. Not sure when I'll get around to that, but at least I've got somewhere to put my towels in the meantime, so we can function up here. Well, that's all cleaned out now. Jolly good. What's this pile of old tut? I know what you're thinking. I'm downstairs in the front room. It's been a while since I've been down here, and as I've done various bits upstairs, everything's got piled down here. Stuff that was brought in has all got piled down here, and I just want a complete reorganisation. Get some of this timber out, stack the plaster board up somewhere sensible. These little offcuts do come in handy. I've used them a few times. There's an old turntable. I say old. Yeah, it is old. Turntable. It used to belong to my dad. It's actually a League, so it's a decent make. Can't see me playing vinyl. You know, I used to have a massive record collection years ago. Thousands upon thousands of vinyl albums. And I know people collect them, and I kind of get that, and this sort of warm sound of vinyl and all of that. Well, heavens above, does it take up space. You know, I can get my entire record collection on something not much bigger than a Swan Vestas matchbox. So why bother? I know, the album covers are great. Quadrophenia, double album with a big booklet inside. Yeah, I loved all that too. But I don't know. I've just got to a point, I'm not bothered about having massive, great big speakers anymore. If I want to listen to something, I just go to my MP3s and play it. And I can play it in the car. That's mostly where I play my music anyway, to be honest. So anyway, that aside, I'm going to get all this bay window sorted out, get this cleared out. I've got a sort of low bench that I can put in there. It's got 2 layers to it. And I can pile most of my tools across that so I can actually get to them. I think that'd be a sensible thing to do. And then slowly get all this sorted out again. Because I've got stuff coming over here. I've got furniture coming over. Can't really have this stuff in the way. Some of it can go out in the shed because I no longer need it. That'll be a big plus. But here's the great find of the day. I was so pleased. I just happened to move something in the kitchen and came across this. That is the instructions, or at least the wiring, for the extract fan in the bathroom. It's driven me mad, because if you haven't got the wiring diagram, that bit particularly, because it's 3-corner, don't know if it's focusing, but that bit particularly was the bit I was not sure about, because it's certainly not marked on the fan. Insane, isn't it, really? You'd think they'd have put neutral switch live, permanent live on it. No, you have to refer to the instructions. Bear that one in mind. So that was good. At least I found that today. And when I come back in the morning, doesn't want to focus today, does it? Come on, focus. It's like me, really. Yeah. So I can do that, get all the tools reorganised again, and I might even get my son over to help me tomorrow so we can get everything lined up, put all the screwdrivers together, put all the hammers together, you know, put them in logical sort of piles. So when I want a tool, I'll come down and think, oh, I know where that is. Otherwise, you know, with this kind of work, it gets to be a bit of a mess. Right, multimeter, that can go with all the electrical stuff. I've got downlighters over there, they can all stay in boxes, and we can gradually get this room cleared out. Any furniture, this bench, yeah, that can go out in the shed, because I'm not going to use it immediately, get that out of my way. So I've got a lot to do tomorrow, nice early start, and might even connect the fan up, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Anyway, the weather's better today, that's one thing for sure. So while I'm sorting out all of this stuff, mostly bags of kitchen items that I brought over, and as I don't really have a kitchen as such at the moment, I've got to clear that. It's a case of reorganising, which is really what this video is all about. But you'll notice the title mentioned the word rural, and that's because my sister, who talks just as much as I do, if not more, decided to take us on a bit of a nature ramble near where she lives, and it was such a good video, I've decided to include it in this episode, Ralph's House. My apologies for the fact that the phone is being held vertical. Lots of people seem to do this in the video, I'm never quite sure why. Phones are designed to be held sideways when you're doing video, but anyway, I've included it. Do enjoy the diversion, and then we'll be back shortly.
We're at the Dunn's farm. We're just walking down the road, and they sell eggs outside the Dunn's farm, except there ain't any today. As a fellow villager, as a fellow villager has just come down and been very disappointed, and has said they must be queuing up before it's light. No eggs. So yeah, that's with the honesty box, and this is the Dunn's farm, and of course it's Mr. Dunn's cows who he keeps, and his sheep, and here's little Beanie, and Daddy Bear, Stevie, and we're just going a nice walk, aren't we, at the back of Peopleton Rough, which is a wood. So that's the beginning of Main Street of Peopleton, and we're just walking out of. You've got two ends to this village. There's an end that goes north and south. You've got an end that goes up to Upton Snodsbury. That's the north. And then this is the south bit. And this road, well, Ralph knows this road as well, continues to... What is it till the junction, love?
Main Street all the way.
Main Street all the way, but is it half a mile to the junction? About a mile to the junction. And just on the corner then of the road is the nursing home. Oh, look at this cherry tree, Steve. Look, the cherries. Oh. Yeah, oh, no. Steve's saying about going down the grounds. Morning! Because, yeah, so this is the edge of the Duns farm. Oh, this is, Steve put...
Three flowers from the...
Oh yeah, these bulbs were from Hayloft, Monty. Last autumn, he came home with 4...
No, it wasn't the autumn, was it? It was the spring when the
No, it was October. It was. Oh yeah, it was. It was late.
Yeah,
it was late. We put him in late. That's right. He came home with 4 shopping bags of free bulbs. So Steve planted them around the village. He put a load in here. We had a load at home in tubs. And this is the back of, well, the side of the Duns. That's the barn where the cows are normally kept. And are these the Duns films or are these Carols?
These ones are the Joneses.
Oh, these are Bill and Caro Jones. Caro Jones's film. And Caro is an honourable. She was a member of the Bulmer Cider family. So we have an honourable in our village. So that's her, or they rent them out, horses. And then we come down. Oh, there's the Malverns in the distance, isn't it, love? There's the Malverns. And
they're called recumbents.
Are they?
The Malverns.
They're called recumbents.
They're called recumbents because it's a lying female.
Is it?
Yes. So you've got.
Hang on, let me just before you point. Now point.
Well, you've got behind the thistle.
Yeah.
Is the pap? That's
a
a breast.
teasel.
Yeah. You've got the pap, which is her breast.
Her breast.
Then you come to the beacon.
Yeah.
Which is her tummy.
Yeah.
It drops down and then it goes up to Summerhill.
Oh, it's her knees.
Which is the knees, and it's called the recumbent female. And
Right.
this is Nightjar Field.
Oh, now this field, yes. Last year we came down the other night. We came down one evening, and there was a lovely. I can't even describe the noise. Can you?
Like a masonry drill.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like a masonry drill. What the hell? And of course they're very odd. They're sort of browny-looking birds.
They look like a cuckoo.
They look like a cuckoo, and they sort of big things. Anyway, we've listened this year, and we haven't heard it.
No, we haven't heard any cuckoos either.
Well, we haven't heard any cuckoos either. No. So it's been a bit sad this year. So
we're going to go down and see what's happening in the butterfly field.
Yeah, we're going down. And the butterfly field, love, is
Back of Holgarth House.
Holgarth House. So,
Peopleton Rough.
and that's the wood, Peopleton Rough. And in this field here, round here, isn't it, on the right that I'm just showing you, is deer, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
There are deer in roe deer.
Oh, and muntjac.
Oh, and muntjac. Through here, so it's lovely. And ahead of us is Peopleton Rough, the wood. And there's usually buzzards flying over this wood.
Buzzards visited by kites
Yes.
from Breedon Hill every now and then.
Oh, is it?
It's a breeding pair of kites at Breedon Hill.
Yeah. Let's go. What are you doing? Beanie? I'll be falling over you. There's a car coming. Right. Right, we'll go along. So, and we're just coming past Wood Farm, which you can't see. This is behind the trees.
That's the gentleman who's a great recycler, and the doors to his garages are from the old fire station in Pershore.
Are they?
Yes, they're the old concertina ones that are up and over. They fold up like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, recycling, it's a make, do and mend mentality in this village, isn't it?
Fence that's been maintained by the parish fenceman.
Oh, is this maintained by you then, Steve?
And these grips.
And these grips? Yeah, these are called... Why are they called grips when they're actually
I don't know.
a trench dug in the road
To get the water off.
to get the water off and to prevent the road icing over, in the winter. So it's to get the water off. Chiff chaff. So you have to maintain all this fence, love?
Cut it down so you can see down the corner.
Ah, yeah. Lovely, isn't it? And so this is the other end of Wood Farm. They have units up there, and the local garage is there. Mex Motors, that's where we take our cars. And now we're coming by Hallgarth House.
Which is a 1970.
Oh, it's a 1907 or 1910 house. You can't see, it's Edwardian. But this is the wood. There's the wood. And we're just going to go in. Are you enjoying this walk, folks? Right, I'm just going to stop the film as I go through the gate and then start it again. And the wood, it says private land, is owned by Hallgarth House. And it's good because actually villagers respect, we go through the footpaths, we don't tramp through the wood.
The only time there's any trespassing is when cars fail to negotiate the bend and go straight on and hit the tree.
Yes, that's right, they do.
At least 2 a year.
2 a year end up in this wood of youngsters or people who don't know the road thinking, I'll go fast, it's a rural location.
Especially if the parish lensman hasn't gritted the road.
Yes, that don't happen, does it? What? Now I won't speak for a moment so we can get some bird song. Oh, actually I'm looking away because Beanie's going to the loo. Anyway.
Keep looking in the woods so you can see the deer.
I'm recording the bird song in the wood. Where? She saw the fox. How did we miss that? I wasn't ahead. If I'd been ahead, I'd have seen the fox on the path. Come on, Beanie.
Come on, good girl.
Straight for that fox. Sometimes she'll see a deer through the trees. Which isn't very wildlife friendly, is it? And she chases the deer. This is the little wood. It's a beautiful wood. Just little. Go under the trees. Oh, look at this rhododendron, love.
That's following us.
Is he? A robin? There's a pink rhododendron there. Beautiful. And this fence is because the hunt comes through a lot of land round here. And these are there.
So they can jump it.
Yeah, so you've got,
Down there.
right, you've got the edge of Hallgarth House. And here's the hunt. And then here's another where they go. And they go through the woods
Out the other side.
and out the other side. That's the hunt.
No, come on.
She always wants to go in the wood.
We've got bluebells here.
Where?
English bluebells.
I can't even see them. Oh yeah, they're just going over on the edge. You can just about see the blue. What are you spotted? What's that, love?
Fox hare.
Fox hare?
Yeah.
That's fox hare. It is fox hare.
Yeah, look.
Was that where he was on the path?
Might be having, it's just having a scratch, I should think.
Show me. Oh yes. Show me that fox hare again. Get up close.
There it is. There's the red
Yes.
and there's the silver.
Oh yeah. Magic, isn't it? You didn't know we were going out with a wildlife ranger, did you?
G'day.
Love, hear the woodpecker. That's him in the background. It's a black and white one. They just go tuck, tuck. That's a crow. That's a woodpecker.
Oh, try this.
We might see him. We might see him. Yes. Oh, the horses have been down here, haven't they? They've had horses down here. Well, I suppose COVID, everybody's home riding their horses. Right. Here she is. She's been in that wood. What are you doing, Beanie? Yeah. Right, we're just coming along now too, and I think you spotted something. What you spotted?
This is the deer path, well, one of them.
How do you know it's a deer path?
You can see all the, well, one you can see where it's come through there and goes straight over
Oh
there.
yeah, look through the fence.
But
See
you
it?
can see there's all the markings there. Look, that's a dog, a fox.
Yeah, that's deer though, isn't it? Isn't
This
that
is
deer?
Deer. Well, it's slightly muddy.
Yeah,
Deer, but that's a foxy.
that's a foxy.
Yeah.
So the deer come through and under the fence.
Look, you can see the clover.
Oh yeah,
hoof,
look at the
there.
deer. Hey, wait a minute, let me show
See
you
that
a
leaf
deer.
like that? It's not a deer.
It's deer prints.
Yeah.
So we don't know which deer.
It's going to be roe or sitter. Muntjac.
And they go down then, where they're coming through there, they're going across and over to, and through the wood, over to Carl Powell's farm on the edge, which used to be a strawberry farm, but isn't now.
Yeah, quick.
I'm coming.
Come here. There they are. Just going into the wood down there.
Where? I can't even see them.
Bollocks, they've just come across. There's a pair of road here.
Oh, we've just missed them. They've just gone into the
Just
wood.
gone into the wood.
You know, he says this, they might not have been there, but they do come into this field.
The dog will have them. We'll chase them down there.
Oh, don't say the dog will have them, that's not
Well, they
very
won't
nice.
have them, but he'll chase them.
I'll just start again in the field. Right, now we're in.
About 30 feet away from the end of the wood here. And they just saw me, stopped, and then just slowly walked towards the wood and then they disappeared.
This field, was it a couple of years ago, love?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. It's absolutely filled. We're a bit early, actually. But we came down in June with the kids, and this field was absolutely filled with butterflies. I think we're a bit early, don't you? She's chasing deer or chasing something. Picked up the scent of the deer. This is, you can't see Beanie, you just see a tail going in the grass. Steve's looking for the deer there. This is hawthorn, this white that's out, the hawthorn. And it's a lovely old wood. It's all a deciduous wood, a proper old English wood. And the field, like all the fields around here at the moment, is filled with buttercups. Oh, Steve, they'll have gone off them, dear love. They won't be hanging about. Not when you've got a dog. You shouting at the dog. I think that gives a clue, doesn't it?
Be nice if we could finish it off with a stoat or a weasel.
Yes. Thing is, when we're out or in the car, I think Steve will spot something. Go, look at that stoat and tell me I've looked. It's gone.
Oh, look at that dragonfly.
Whoa, whoa. Can you get that dragonfly? Yes.
It's a damsel, isn't it?
It's a damselfly. Just above Steve's head. It's probably too small to catch. It's landed in the tree.
Damselfly.
Damselfly. And we said well, it was 2 years we came down here, 2 years ago. Although it's right on the edge of the village, it's right next to us, we just haven't been down. Look at the dog. What are you doing, Bean? Whoa. Action shot of Beanie. We said, oh, we'd bring a picnic because it's such... Look at what a lovely field to have a picnic in. Right by a wood. We could sit here and watch deer come out. And what can we see in the distance?
Private dwelling.
A private dwelling.
Wooden dwelling.
Oh, so it's allowed because it's wooden.
And
They
then
built
there's
it.
chicken farms at the back.
A chicken farm. And there's a faint hum of traffic from the A44, which is just at the end of the village. Gets you to most places. Gets you to Evesham and Pershore and Worcester. And now not Coventry so much. Only when we go to Ralph's. Oh, let's record this. Oh, there are loads of bees on this oak tree. What are they feeding on? It's a beautiful oak tree. Let me pan back.
Oh. The old bees, not wasps.
Wow. My gosh, look up here,
That's what
look.
I'm looking at.
Oh my gosh, what is that? Well, they're either bees or wasps. Well, they don't look like wasps, they're small bees. There's absolutely loads on this oak tree. But I'll just record the sound again. I must apologise there for Beanie going through the grass. And impervious, that dog, to stinging nettles. Look, she's in a patch of them. Impervious. I'm coming back as a dog. I hate stinging nettles. There she goes. Springer. I presume by her walk, is it, love? Because how do? They spring. Do it again, love. They spring when they go in the field. They're up and down, up and down. Great dogs. Oh, she been again.
No, I'm going to pick up this litter.
Oh, he's picking up some litter that... Look at that, in this village. How dare they? Somebody's dropped a wet wipe. Some wet wipe has dropped a wet wipe.
This is where they normally have the howling cat around here, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Yes, now this farm... So many farms around here.
He collects all fire engines.
Oh yeah, the man he's got the most wonderful farmhouse, which looks like a painted doll's house. We never know what this is, do we, love? Culvert.
To drain the water goes into the wood.
Drain the water. Yeah, we're coming up to, what is the other hill we're always talking about? Breeden Hill. Beautiful hill. We've climbed this hill. Another time we'll climb the hill, Breeden Hill, and show you walking up Breeden Hill and the view from Breeden Hill. Now here's the...
You want to go over?
Yes, we'll go. But this is the farm where he collects
Fire engine.
fire engines. You see, how great is that? What great neighbours
Come here.
we have.
Come on.
And you can't actually see... Okay, his farmhouses will have to... is to the right, isn't it? Yeah. But he usually has, wait for it, my favourite cows, Highland cattle. Those that look like teddy bears with a long fur. So I'm just going to climb the stile and then start again. The farmhouse behind, that's the back of it. But from the front, it's the barge boards and the windows are painted green and pink. And it's like Hansel and Gretel or a gingerbread house. It's like a farmhouse you'd paint as a kid. And look how beautiful that is with the cows. Oh, you wish, or if I'd had my life again, I'd have had little kids and let them run around here. Because what a life for children. It's brilliant. Mind you, what a life for adults. We're just turning around here because we realised when we did the walk before, it goes a considerable way. Then you come round by these little ponds, but you're near sort of the edge of... There's a lot of people then, isn't there? You're on the edge of Pinvin, Pershore. I'm just looking at the buttercups and clover because it's so pretty. So pretty. Now then, Beanie. Beanie? Have we got to go home now? Time's getting on, isn't it? Are we going to go back through the field? Are you going to chase deer again? Are you going to be good?
Going to be good.
You're going to be good, because isn't it time now, Beanie, for... Ralph's house!
Yes, indeed it is. This is my kitchen, such as it is. Yeah, it's all going to be makeshift for a little while, until I get to do this. I have decided I'm going to tile this complete floor and into the hallway. So I'll probably call back Jimmy the Tiler. We liked him, didn't we? Yeah, thank you to my sister for that little jaunt out. Been a light relief in this lockdown. We all get a bit down, you know. And nice to see them out with Beanie the dog, enjoying the sunshine, the wildflowers, and, you know, life in general. That's what we need. Some upbeat stuff, isn't it? So, yeah, so I haven't done a lot of building work of late because it's coming up to the move time and I need to get that done. That's why I needed to get the upstairs finished, so at least I can exist up there while I continue the work on down here. One of the jobs I've got to do on this floor is rewire it. I disconnected all those cables several months ago and I need to run new sockets right throughout. Need one in the kitchen on a ring circuit and the rest will all be on a radial because I don't think I'll be drawing that much. But we'll see. Might make them 2 ring circuits possibly. Yeah, but either way we'll need 2 down here. So I'll have to make room for that in the consumer unit. So that's it from Ralph's house. Don't forget, tomorrow, well maybe not tomorrow, next couple of days, I don't want to lead you astray here, will be the 100th Ralph's house video. And I know a lot of people enjoy watching these, judging by the subscribers. They keep rising all the time. I don't know why you choose to watch it, watching me grafting away, but you do. As I say, I'm not a builder, I'm not a carpenter, I'm not an electrician. But I do understand the 18th regulations as far as the electrical circuits are concerned. And it's quite fine for me to do that. Got a Sparky doing all the main stuff and doing all the tests. But no problem. And I'll show you how I'm doing it as I go and how the whole thing works. So that's it from Ralph's house today. Hope you enjoyed it. As I say, watch out for the next one. It's the 100th one. It'll be the very best, I think, of Ralph's house. And a sort of potted history over, you know, where we started and where we are at the moment. Enjoy. Leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.